Ladies and gentlemen, it's Swallow Your Pride Month, and Beggy the Fridge here is going to beg for 100 grifted subscriptions. If you could grift some subs to us, if we can get to 100 subscriptions before the intro is over, and this intro is very, very short, I might even have to replay it. We already got 20. Biden joked it. Let's go. Can we get 20? Can we get 100 grifted subs? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. The show goes on. Thank you for the subscriptions, baby. Kind and Cookie, thank you for the grifted nightly truth. Welcome to Cash Cow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're e-bagging all through the month of June, or just today. This could get old fast. Kind and Kooky with the grifted. Let's go. 23 new members, 22 grifted down. Bang, bang. The shot heard around the world. I am not done grifting. Play it back one more time. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna grift just a little longer. There you go, Jaden. Thank you for the grifted. 23 grifted. We only need 77 more. This is not pathetic at all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have it in your hearts and your wallets, just give us all your money. This is not a joke. I really want y'all gifted subscriptions. Coaches, thank you for the grifted. Ladies and gentlemen, we only need 76 more. 75 more. Kind and Cookie, thank you for the grifted. Main girl, RWO4 Life. I'm running out of breath, which means I have to play the intro one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support tonight. We are already 25 deep on the gifted. The goal to get 100 before the 26, 27 deep. Thank you, Cold Raider, Lava Lamp, Nightly Troop with 5 gifted. That's 32 new gifted members. Huge ass with 5 gifted. Oh my God, 37. Kind and Kooky, 36. 35 more. We got 41. Biden choked it. 41. Running out of breath. Duff with 5 more. Guys, I lost count. I think we have like 42. I think we're at 42. We didn't get to 100. I ran the intro like 3 times. Jimmy, final month, thank you for the grifted. It's like 44, 50. I think we're at 50. 54. Southern Sasquatch, thank you for the grifted. I gotta catch my breath, so I gotta run the intro one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching LolcowRewind. Rewind. One Buff Weep, thank you for the gifted, grifted subscription. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you e-bag on rewind. This is not a joke. Hamstring, thank you for the grifted. Bang, bang, booty butt gang. We love it. We love it. We're grifting in public. Stacy, welcome to Cash Cow. Rasta, thank you for the 5 grifted. We are grifting our audience tonight here on Rewind, and here for a special deal on Rewind. For every $100 dono, we will replay the intro and grift more tonight. For every $100 dono, we will be replaying the intro and grifting more grifted subscriptions, everybody. CC Corinthos, thank you for the grifted. Ladies and gentlemen, we could not make it to 100 grifted before the intro was over, but what we could do was kick off Swallow your Pride Month here on Rewind. I am Becky the Fridge, and you are watching LolcowRewind. Rewind. I am hosting what is quite possibly the most atrocious podcast in all of Lolcow universe, and I'll tell you why. I took an L today. Japes Jr., welcome. Thank you for the grifted. I took an L today, so I'm starting from the bottom. And I'm working my way back up to a good man. I'm going to bring on my co-host, Xylee Gets Real, to admonish me. Xylee, how are you doing? Xylee Gets Real, how are you doing? Are you doing well? Were you expecting another intro? Because I was thinking about it.
E-begging ain't easy, is it? That's hard work. E-begging's hard work,
but his show is fun. Life with Jamar. Welcome to Cash Cow.
E-begging ain't easy, bruh.
But his show is fun. Oh, man. Dude, I am having a wonderful day. I am very happy to say that I have learned my lesson. And if I had a ukulele, I would give a real apology. But I think
if you would have listened to your co-host, you wouldn't have had to have done it in the
I
first
can't
place.
do that, though. I'm a shit stirrer. I'm a troublemaker. I'm a facetious little boy. I have fun. On Lolcow Live today, the Sweet Tea Saga went to the highest court, and I was humbled greatly. And I want everybody who may feel some type of way, High Cotton Swag Boutique, welcome to Cash Cow, to fall back on their feelings about Sweet Tea in this situation.
You can kiss my ass. I ain't doing it.
Well, she did unduly implicate you in this situation.
Yeah. So
you had nothing to do with it.
Exactly. I ain't stepping my feelings for shit. And Keemstar knows he ain't helping either.
And a lot of people were in that room that know that, there was no ill intent. But Queen J, thank you for the grifted. We might get to this hundo grifted. I might have to play that.
We might.
Intro. If we hit that hundo grifted, I'm playing that intro.
Absolutely.
So Huge S says, rare Becky compliment for Xylee and Billy as she ended Queens. I wonder what that was.
Wait, really?
Whoop,
because
whoop.
she was tearing our ass apart earlier.
We might have to rewind that. But I don't want it to be Sweet Tea on this one because I am the elder creator here, I should have coddled her, I guess. I should have handled her with kids' gloves. The whole thing sucks because she was hurt and her feelings are valid in some way, or even if she was misremembering everything, twisting everything, and making the entire situation not what it was.
Kind of like with me doxing her.
Yeah.
And the whole Discord trying to dox her.
Yeah.
Oh, she misrepresents a lot.
Yeah.
She misremembers a lot. She stirs up a lot of shit.
Yeah. The difference is I can handle the hit here. I don't want to make anything worse on her over it, because I was just having a little fun, and I thought it would be fun to hook the two of them up. And if she felt like that was too much, then hey, then it was too much. And for people who thought it was scummy to try and hook King Cobra up with somebody who potentially could have been in the LCU, maybe that was scummy. I think that, we look back at the LCU and knowing that Becky, who was dating RTU Rich, got a huge show. Tried to. She got a huge show here because of her relationship with Rich. Some of this stuff is just oftentimes what we follow and talk about. Sometimes the biggest story in the LCU is relationship stuff. So I guess in the moment, I thought it would be kind of cute to matchmake with people who wanted to be in the public eye. If you know anything about Gothic King Cobra, everybody in his life becomes a character on the internet. His girlfriends, his friends, they all become characters on the internet. So hooking him up with someone who's a character on the internet, in my mind, seems like a win-win scenario. Mm-hmm. It just seems like a win-win scenario to me. And if you think that's scummy, maybe you have a prerogative. I don't know. Or maybe it's scummy.
No, I think what Sweet Tea was scum. What Sweet Tea did was scummy.
I don't know.
Because I'm telling you now, she sent you that DM hoping you would respond. And that way she could flippantly say it on somebody's show and go, you can ask Billy, I sent him a DM. It was a fucking setup. It's obvious it was a fucking setup, especially with the verbiage that she used in that fucking DM.
It seemed to me at the time like she was trying to set me up with the disconnect from reality, right? But this is what I messaged her afterwards, and I said, look, I am truly sorry for the way things played out here. After all was said and done, I'm truly sorry for the things played out here, and in the future, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt in situations. Which means I'm just going to have to...
I'm glad you are. I'm not.
I'm just going to have to assume that she's too dumb to do content with. That's what I'm going to have to assume with Sweet Tea. I'm going to have to assume that. I'm going to have to assume she's either too dumb or she's so manipulative that it's not worth trying.
I think she's both. I think she's dumb and manipulative.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't want to... I don't want to harp on it too much. I still wish her the best of luck in the LCU.
I give 2 fucks about her luck.
I give 2
You're better than me. You're a better person than me. I have to say that.
I gotta be a better person than everybody, right? I'm me. If I have to be better. If I want to be better every day, I gotta try and be better. I have to try. And be.
I can be. Bro, I work on being better every day, but I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna sit here and be better than some stupid bitch running around. I'm sorry. Again, I will say it 10 toes down. You act like a slut, I'm gonna treat you like a slut. I'm mad that Keemstar didn't read the hentai comment that you made in Discord, because that was the 3rd one I sent. What's that?
Quantum Chris says she's brain dead to an extent. She's manipulative on her own memory and interpretation of events. Like, no matter what, her interpretation of events were so shoddy that there was something broken there. There was a problem there, and that could be a huge part of why there was a problem there. But I have to take ownership over my participation in it, and I'm going to take ownership over my participation. So I'm sorry.
Whatever. I also would like to make it publicly known that when this shit started to go down, the first thing I told Billy was, you need to let Roxy know, because this is bullshit that she's trying to put on Roxy. Now, I don't like that bitch. Everybody knows I don't like that bitch, but I knew that was bullshit, because Roxy wouldn't pull no shit like that.
Roxy did say, or Xylee did say that about Roxy. Tina No D says that bitch Sweet Tea is a little toothless weasel. Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean.
It's so right.
She just wants to be a content creator. That's all.
Oh my God. Keemstar, I'll give you a gum job.
Keem wants to bring all these people in here who have no common sense.
Prostituting yourself?
They have no common sense. They maybe are like tonight on Milkers, they had to shut the stream down because Roxy low-key committed a crime, and then Becky and Roxy went on live and complained about there not being a guidebook. One of the guidebook things should be don't commit crimes, right? Don't commit crimes on stream. I feel like that's pretty simple.
Okay. I'm sorry. Even if you weren't on YouTube, if you've been watching YouTube for years, you should already know that filming in a bathroom, not a good idea.
Oh, not just not a good idea, a crime. Especially,
you should already know these things. They should already fucking know it. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't have a rule book. Bitch, will you please open up your fucking brain and actually take in the fucking news of people getting canceled for doing shit?
there's a rule book outside of streaming called the law. Start there.
Oh my God, bro.
Then go to the rule book called YouTube Terms of Service. Then there. So now if you start living life and following the law and then following YouTube's Terms of Service, then, Keemstar will make up the rules as we go because that's his job.
Well, my question is, they're going to do all this IRL streaming. What are they going to do when a stream sniper shows up and starts fucking with them IRL because they know exactly where they're at? What are they going to do then? Are they prepared for that?
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
I've done the IRL stuff. I've gotten in fights with people. I've been stream snipe. I've had cops called on me. I've had guns pulled on me. Like, James says, Billy, just to be clear, I wasn't trying to call you sus on LCL. Just seemed like you was framing your point poorly. Hope no hard feelings. I have no hard feelings at all. Like, anybody who feels any type of way about what happened, feel that type of way. I don't need to defend myself here. I'm happily taking a huge L on this. In my heart, I truly want King Cobra to find love. I've been following his love quest as a fan for a very long time. I think he's a good guy. Any chance I see someone who's a content creator, I'm like, and I think they might have a connection with him, I try and push them his way. Because there's this thing about King Cobra, anybody that gets in his life, they become public. So I don't try and hook him up with people that aren't content creators because they're going to become public. That's just the way it is with his life. But I always want to try and get this guy to meet people because he's antisocial. I would love to push someone into his life that he could have a good time with because I think he's genuinely a good dude. And if I could introduce him to somebody who he could be happy with, I think that's a good thing. Is it my job to? No. Am I out of pocket for wanting to do that? Maybe. Would he be the first person online I hooked up with a girlfriend? No.
Can we talk about out of pocket?
Yeah.
How many more excuses is Keem going to make for Sweet Tea? He made an excuse for her trying to say that I was trying to dox her. He made an excuse for her tonight. What are we going to wait for the third, fourth? Oh, wait, so we're already on 2, right? Because we can't count the Discord one because the Discord got wiped and I couldn't get the receipts for that. So what we're going to do? Wait till the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time before we start making excuses for her?
This is the LCU. It's going to be 100,000 times.
Okay, great, because I'm going to have every single one of them documented.
I like how she was so, off with her recollection of everything that she named... Of
course, because she's lying!
She named you in it, and the only thing you had to do with it was to come in to see if they had left yet.
I left originally and said, fuck that, I'm out. I came back going, are they gone yet? Nope, and I left again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, bitch. All right, so Keem made the excuse of what Roxy and Billy did. But he didn't make an excuse for you putting my name in it.
Glammy Lambie's in waiting. I think she was in there. I can't remember. Glammy, you're in waiting. What do you got for us?
Hey, I was sleeping earlier today, because I had a long one today.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on with the Gutsu Watsu thing. I feel really bad that he was hurt. I didn't do that on purpose. I was looking at everything from the perspective of what Keem was trying to say that I did was wrong. So I was breaking up the video and I was, from the entertainment perspective, I can see where he said that. So I, was understanding of that. Now, when I was in the voice call or whatever, yeah, was I heated? Absolutely. When they were telling me to calm down, when they were jumping in, they were. I was very heated at that part. And then we decided to laugh because, everybody laughs at, when you're frustrated. But I did say that he was trying to be a friend. I knew he was trying to be a friend. But at the time, I was so heated and upset.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
I got a hot take.
What?
I think Gutsu threw you under the bus.
That's what I feel too. But
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
I
trying
think he
not-
threw you under the bus because he got in front of the great and mighty Keemstar. And when he even went up the other day, when he last night when he was pissed off about you, I'm thinking to myself, pissed off at what? Because that was great fucking content. I'm sorry you didn't have your moment to talk about some tech shit that nobody really gives a fuck about. The whole thing was about you spurging the fuck out.
Right. Then I was upset. I even told him, I said, listen,
Sorry.
That's how I feel too.
I like
apologized
Gutsu.
to him.
I
do
want to make it
too.
clear. I like him. He's a cool dude.
He
But
is.
I feel like he threw you under the bus.
He is. He is an absolute cool person. And I love the fact that he's on our docket team. He's great. I love working with him. I've said all the things. Tons of props. But I tried to explain to him as soon as I hit go on the camera, that was my consent to make my feelings public. So you trying to calm me down, I was seeing what Keemstar was saying was that you're cucking content, and I got it. And that was all I was saying.
I got him trying to calm you down. I got that part, but him being upset because he worked on this and it was almost like he was screaming out, I wanted my time to shine on Tech Talk.
Oh, see, I didn't see that
That's
part.
where
I just
it
woke up
screamed
to
to
like a
me.
billion messages saying that he's mad. And I've apologized to him over and over. I'm
Well, that's all
sorry
you
that
can
I-
do then. That's all you
Yeah,
can do.
It
he's
seemed
like-
it
I
seemed to
even
me like he was
apologized
angry.
yesterday.
It seemed to me like he was angry because he prepared all week to co-host with you, and you crashed out instead of giving him a Tech Talk
Yeah.
episode.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
excuse me. My feelings came out at a time that it just happened to be. Like that wasn't plans. It just I was all ready to go with him. I was excited too.
Yeah.
I was.
It
super
just
excited
happens.
to do
Shit
this.
like
Yeah.
that happens. And
So
he
it's
has to understand that
now
too.
he's an intern on Tech Talk, and you guys are going to have a lot of time to work through that together.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And you
well,
can. It's a simple listen, it was a thing that your feelings got caught up and you weren't doing it just because Gutsu was going to be with you. You did it because that's where your feelings were at the time. It provided great content because you were spitting bars when you were pissed.
Thank
You were spitting some bars, and it's just it is.
It was
what
for
it is.
days. I've heard I've seen him for days. He was upset, and I feel bad that he was
Guess
upset.
what?
But
I don't feel bad at all because he's an intern on Tech Talk now. He got what he wanted.
Yep.
yeah,
sure did.
see, that's the part that it's like, did you get upset or did you just want to be an intern? I don't
You'll
know.
have to figure that out on Tech Talk now, which is 4 hours.
Which is an egregious, claim. So I'm not saying I know for sure, but I'm just saying that could possibly be a part of that.
Well, Glammy, anything else you want to say? Because I don't want to talk about Gutsuwatsu and Tech Talk much longer.
True.
Oh, yeah. No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you.
I'm
All right.
excited
Thank
for
you.
Tech
Thank
Talk.
you for
4
being
hours now. Glammy, 4 hours. Tech Talk, 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll
Bye,
talk to you
Glammy.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
It's pretty fun
And
stuff.
you thought she was going to talk about your subject.
I didn't know what she was there for in the middle of this conversation. Figured I'd bring her up. I saw Liam Six saying that we were doubling down and we were sick and he was going to unfollow. I've already said my piece on this. I took my L, and I support the fact that it was a little much, and I hope that we all can move on from this scenario with Sweet Tea and give her the benefit of the doubt in the future. And you are saying, no, fuck that, and you have every right to. You weren't a part of this, and she name-dropped you in it.
Sure did.
So there's two dichotomies here, Liam, and if you can't see that, if you can't see that, Liam, you probably should leave, dude. You probably should leave.
Peace.
If you can't see the depth of that, Liam, then shuffle off, dude. I've seen you talking trash for a while now. It seems like maybe you're just a detractor, buddy. Bye.
And that's fine if you're still in the chat every day. You still a fucking fan, whether you hate us or love us.
For real. Like,
Bye.
I am just a boy on the internet who talks a whole lot of shit. And sometimes makes people laugh. And sometimes makes people cry. And sometimes makes people do better. And sometimes makes people do worse. And sometimes makes Xylee crash out. And
Sometimes.
sometimes watches Lolcow Dolls and watches Sweet Tea rank all the female hosts in beauty.
Yes! Let's go! I'm the ugliest woman in the LCU! Let's go! I made it! Ma, I made it! I made it!
You're
I'm
not just the ugliest woman,
LCU,
Xylee.
buddy. Oh!
You're not just the ugliest woman.
Oh!
Who is the most beautiful woman according to Sweet Tea?
Becky!
And who's right smack dab in the middle there? Top of the middle.
Top of the middle? Okay, first of all, Zoe should be S tier. I'm sorry. Just out of okay. Zoe is the prettiest queen in the LCU, period, point blank, period. I'm sorry. She's the prettiest one. All right. No, thank you. No. Should be Zoe. But yeah, I'm the ugliest woman in the LCU. Let's fucking go.
Xylee, don't get mad at me.
Why am I not getting mad at you, Billy?
I just thought that because we should throw it back at Sweet Tea. And
Why?
I don't.
What do you mean throw it back at Sweet Tea?
I don't think that this is like indicative of anything you have to do. Like, you have to do anything crazy. I think you should give it a good go. You always talk about.
What are you talking about?
You always talk about how you clean up nice.
Yeah, and I'm not. What? I'm a streamer. I don't.
I just put a goal up. Let's show it to Sweet Tea. If we hit the goal, Xylee makeover.
No, I'm not doing it.
You don't think so?
No, I know I'm not going to do it.
What the fuck, guys? Don't hit the goal then.
I'm doing a fucking
Don't hit
makeover.
the goal. Xylee's not doing it. Don't hit the goal.
I already told you I wasn't going to do no goddamn makeover.
Don't hit the goal, guys. Don't hit the goal. Don't do it. Xylee won't do it. Scam in the audience. Don't do it.
What the fuck am I going to do a makeover for?
I don't know. You always talking.
I don't even wear a lot of makeup. If I wear makeup, you know what my makeup consists of?
You always talking about your
eyeliner
hoops.
In the goal. Just in the goal.
What about your hoops?
What about my hoops? The bigger hoops, the bigger the hoe. I used to have really big ones like this big.
This is a Xylee Stan account.
God damn it, Xylee. Scott Dude says.
No, I'm not doing a fucking makeover.
Scott
you and me
Dude says
wearing makeup.
Xylee already promised a makeover for me crowning on dolls.
Scott Dude says
No,
you do
I
a
did not.
makeover if you crown on dolls?
No, I never said that.
You didn't say that?
I never said that. No, that's King Scott stirring up shit like he normally does. No, kiss my ass. You know what my makeup consists of? I have never in my life put any kind of powder on my face, any kind of whatever shit that they put on. No, fuck that. You know what my makeup consists of? Eyeliner. If I'm feeling fancy, a little bit of mascara and some fucking lipstick. That's it. I don't do the blush. I don't do the carving shit that they. Fuck that.
That sounds.
I've never done that.
That
shit.
and some hoops.
No, I'm not doing it. Cancel the fucking goal, bro.
Jimmy says for Xylee.
I don't. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I'm not doing a fucking no.
You don't want to do hoops or some.
Why? Who am I to?
Just to
why
prove
do
to
I have
Sweet
to prove,
Tea.
prove to Sweet Tea what? I'm sorry. I have a man that loves me that where I don't have to do this for money if I don't want to. I'm sorry
True.
she doesn't have that. I
True.
also don't have to do false allegations on people to get attention either. Unlike
True.
her.
True.
So what do I have to prove to that little toothless bitch?
True. Xylee's makeover is already done, guys. She's perfect as she is. Cheers.
The fuck I gotta prove? You know you can cancel that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Why?
Because there's no need for that fucking goal, bro.
I think it's fun.
No, I think it's retarded. And I think it's fucking stupid, you know.
Yeah,
Why
it is
pit people
stupid.
against each other based off of fucking looks? Based off of the character that they are and the person that they are.
Because she put you at the bottom and Becky at the top.
That's fine. I don't mind being called the ugliest woman in the LCU. I call myself old and ugly all the fucking time. You ain't telling me no shit that I ain't never been called before.
That's true. People are mean. You're not
the internet.
You're not the ugliest person in the LCU. The ugliest person in the LCU is whoever would call somebody the ugliest person in the LCU. And I don't know who that is, because I would never call somebody the ugliest person in the LCU. Dude, I am taking L's left and right today. Dude, this is the worst day of the history of me in the LCU.
You thought you had me.
I still think you should put hoops in for the goal.
Why?
Because it's fun.
You know when you'll see my hoops? Boogie's wedding and other fancy events. That's when you'll see my hoops. That's when you'll see me in a dress. That's when you'll see me in some heels. Shit like that. While I'm sitting in the comfort of my home and fucking streaming, it's going to be t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and pants.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
I'm going to dress up for to get on here for 2 hours.
I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to start a goal for a Billy makeover. Dawson says, nice chat with you,
Billy. Much love to you both.
Yeah, we talked about IP2 today. IP2, back in the days when I would do IRL, because Dawson was the one that triggered Roxy to do the crime today. Dawson didn't tell her to do the crime, but she said whatever the thing Dawson suggested led Roxy to make the mistake of committing the crime. So now we're going in and we're going to do a Billy makeover, because this isn't about pitting women against each other. I'm going to do a Billy makeover tomorrow if we hit the goal. And I'm making it 15, since we've already gotten a few goals. If we hit this goal, there we go. There we go. This is about having fun. And all I'm going to do is put some hoops in my ears.
Are your ears even pierced?
No, I'm going to cut my ears open just for this. Just for this.
Billy, I have hoops. Jesus Christ. Look, I even got cool looking hoops. See?
Don't do this.
Looks like a,
don't do this.
Look,
don't
see?
Stop it. Put them away. Put them away.
See? These are my big hoops. You want to see my big hoops?
Billy is the prettiest boy in the LCU. Get some guy liner with the goal.
Some guy liner?
True.
I'm going to have to buy some guy liner. It's going to be so stupid.
You're the dummy that wants to do it.
It's Swallow My Pride month. Might as well. I'm trying to get us our goal up, because we've fallen out of favor due to my recent actions.
We didn't fall out of favor. Anybody with a fucking brain knows you didn't do it.
The audience literally hates me now. I'm a wanted man.
Hell no. By the way, guy liner is eyeliner. It's just eyeliner.
So
it's just called guy liner because a guy puts it on.
Good.
Even I know that.
I was going to have to go shopping and be like looking all over for guy liner. And you know I'm not asking for help when I go makeup shopping.
I know you're not. Barely.
I'm not swallowing that much pride. Thank you again, Dawson. Thank you again, Kamajak. Jinx friend. Billy want a scene of the nerd lady losing glasses. Beauty, Billy. Thank you. Hey, it's Lissy.
Aw,
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. My makeover is going to be me doing this. Oh, crazy void.
I love how you thought you were going to get me with that one.
I thought.
That's amazing me how you thought you were going to get me with that one.
I thought it was the easiest W. Xylee.
What W?
You put on some hoops. You put on a little, exactly what you said you do when you gussy up. And then you look pretty on camera for an episode.
Those aren't the W's that I like to get.
I know. That's fair. Mel,
oh, shit.
Mel, thank you for the grifted. Mel, thank you. Just kidding, Mel. Thank you for the grifted. 20 grifted. Holy crap, Mel. Much love, appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so close to that 100. That Hundo P. I'm about to play that intro again once we hit 100. You know I'm about to do it. That was the goal. I said we're going to hit 100 before this intro's over. And I swear on everything, I'm playing it again, so I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
No, period.
I'm not lying. Bunny Stalker says, you're my cult leader now, Billy. I'm taking him home. Lava Lamp 74 coming through with the grifted. We're going to make this a reality, guys. We will bend the truth to make,
We're only 12 away.
To make
We're only 12
everything
away.
credible.
We are 12 away. Holy shit.
Lies are only lies if you fail to believe.
You're my cult leader now, Billy.
Hell
Remember
yeah.
that. Remember that. Look, how much expensive is makeup? I'm buying the cheapest shit. You know that, right? I have.
Bitch, I buy cheap ass makeup. Wet n Wild's amazing. I'm just saying.
I have the Keemstar clown kit with clown makeup. It came out a long time ago. Mel with 20 more grift. Oh, quick. I'm going to run the intro back. I'm going to run the intro back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to get 100 grifted before the intro's over. Kind of kooky coming through with the grifted. We have over 100 grifted new members before the intro's done. The intro only took 37 minutes today. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. You're watching LolcowRewind. Ricka Rewind. Billy Masai with the 5 grifted. Ricka Rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the longest intro in the history of LolcowRewind. Ricka Rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching LolcowRewind. Rewind. I'm your host, Billy the Fridge, and we have grifted successfully over 100 grifted memberships before the intro was over. That's right, Kamajack coming through with a grifted. That's how we do here at LolcowRewind. We get 100 grifted before the intro's even over, and it only took us 37 minutes. W's in the chat, but I am not here alone. That's right. I am here with my co-host, Xylee Gets Real. Chromagato, thank you for the grifted. Xylee Gets Real, how do you feel today?
I feel great, Billy.
You know,
I feel great.
A lot of people say that we're perfect and we never make mistakes. And I think at the beginning of today's episode, we have to remind our audience that you and I are perfect and we never make mistakes. Anything that was said before this intro was not canon in the Rewind universe.
Period. I think you walked away with a big W today.
Dude,
thank you.
The W's are the grifteds we collected along the way.
Absolutely.
You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somehow someone left it a goal open to start the show. We're already 3 deep into a goal for me to do a makeover tomorrow and be gussied up. Shy coming through with the big red dono.
Shit,
you know what
Shy?
happens today on the Swallow Your Pride episode of Rewind. We are Beggy the Fridge. Whenever we get a red dono, $100 or above, we rewind that intro. Bow, bow. Ladies and gentlemen, every $100 dono's getting us back to that intro once again. Becca, Billy the Fridge. Here was Xylee Gets Real. We're nasty. Rewind it, the rewind. Let's rewind that intro, baby. Shy with the big love. Much love to Shy. That's our crown, baby. Get down, baby. We love to get down for the crown, Shy, every time. Much love and appreciation to Shy. All the time. All day, every day. Love to love ya. We love everybody here. I'm the host of LolcowRewind, Brooka Billy the Fridge, but I'm not the only host. That's right. I'm here tonight with my co-host, Xylee Gets Real. Xylee, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, Billy. How are you?
I'm very mid. You know, a lot of people think we're perfect. A lot of people think we take L's, but we're actually just mid. And I can say that because this is the beginning of the show. And every time we restart the show, it restarts in a different zone with different guilt and different admissions.
I don't know if I would go so far as saying we're mid. You
Oh,
know
yeah?
who I think is mid?
Who?
Sweet tea. That's who I think is mid. She's mid as fuck.
I think she's very interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens
Not
next
in a
with
good
her.
way, though. Not in a good way.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. Mar, we got so many grifters coming through. Mar gave a big time down out that says, you both are beautiful inside and outside, but I love to watch Billy doing a makeup tutorial. Love you. And then did one of these. Much love to you too, Mar. We are 1/3 of the way to this makeup tutorial, which, by the way, has 51 minutes left on it. Chances are we will hit that goal, but the truth is, if we don't hit the goal, one goal we will hit is the goal to learn and laugh. Zali, what's one thing you laughed at today?
Being called the ugliest woman in the LCU. I woke up and I saw you type in the main chat, that's it, Xylie's getting a makeover. I'm like, I just wake up and this is the first thing I'm seeing. What the fuck happened? I hadn't turned on YouTube. Literally, Discord automatically pops up for me when I cut on my computer. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, Xylie wakes up to me saying she's getting a makeover.
No, you said I was getting a makeover. I said, hell no, I'm not.
Yeah. And then
Let's be for real.
And then I bullied you into it tonight on the show. And
No, you didn't.
Well, I tried to.
No, there's a goal for you to get a makeover, not me.
Yeah, I reverse Uno'd that shit because you wouldn't put hoop earrings in.
I don't remember. We just started the show. What do you mean?
True. Can we get some trues in the chat? Coaches 187 with those L's. Call me out on my L's. Xylie's better at this than I am. It's not canon. True. I might have to send in another red donut to restart this bitch because I fucked that one up. Any true believers out there want to reset this one? I keep taking L's today.
That's what you get trying to fuck with me, god damn it.
Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, here at LolcowRewind, my opinions are not my opinions. I do not stand by.
You both are beautiful inside and outside. Hand with index finger and thumb crossed emoji. But I love to watch Billy doing a makeup tutorial. Smiley face emoji. Leave less than 3.
Dude, I suck. I'm going to put on the ugliest ass makeup, dude. We got to play Becky's
Billy,
compliment. What's that?
I was about to say, Billy, I heard from a little bird that Becky gave us a compliment. I see. Oh my God. Let me get to it. Hold on. Let me start it over. That way I can see the timestamps. Okay.
Quantum Chris says it's funny listening to Billy gaslight Xylie. It's like sweet tea and her bullshitting if she literally had at least an ounce or two of memory to go along with it. Are you muted?
No, I just was saying thank you to them because people think I'm crazy when I say that you do that shit.
Nutter butter, baby.
All right, I'm being told it was at 2 minutes, so
2 minutes before the end?
Oh, excuse me. It was at the 2 hour mark exactly, not 2 minutes.
Oh.
My bad. All right.
It would be brilliant, but I also think Tina would kill a bitch. So I don't know. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Any final words, Tina?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick you guys, but I stopped taking that medicine, so I'll be better. Tomorrow I'll be a little bit different, but I've been taking those vitamins and they fucked with my PCOS. So I apologize if I look like I'm dead, but I'm not dying, motherfuckers.
I know that's right, Tina.
Void rage. Bye, Tina. That penis poke. She got to poke everybody with her man penis. All right. Tire God gave $3. Good night, Becky. Thank you so much. Have fun over at Rewind, guys. I do want to say one thing really quick before I send you guys over to Rewind. I've been really hard on Xylie lately, but today when I was getting dogpiled in the Discord, Billy actually took a minute to say something kind and send his love my way, even though I was going through it. And I just wanted to say I appreciate that. So have fun over at Rewind, guys, and we'll see you back on Queens tomorrow. And not Milkers, because I'm a bad girl and got suspended. Bye.
See how far a little love can go? Put a little love
I didn't take
your
part in
heart.
that dog pile. She actually started with me, and I can't help it that she did that in this Discord where other people were going to make comments too, but I didn't make any more comments. I just,
We just got to
I'm sorry.
We got to put a little more love out in the world. And then maybe
I'm sorry she can't read sarcasm.
maybe the love will help heal. And then we can start hurting people who deserve it.
Her snowflake ass told me I need to put a /S next time I do a sarcastic statement. Literally.
Xylie's just got a box of receipts for everything.
I'm just saying. God damn it. Literally. Well, maybe you should put a /X next time I know that since you're being sarcastic. Bitch, learn how to read. I put it in big letters.
Xylie, can you believe that we got over 100 gifted memberships before the intro?
Xylie, you're not the ugliest.
I know.
That's why we have Roxy and Becky. Pig emoji. Billy, do your makeup RuPaul style, do it up big. P.S. Do you think Buff would go to prom with me? If I pay Pig, could you pimp him out, Billy?
Dude, honestly, let's talk about that purple flirp. I don't think there's any way I could actually get Buff to consent, right? But if you become a pay pig, I could probably trick him into it. Which...
No!
What?
We ain't doing this again!
No?
No!
Okay, never mind, purple
We just had
flirp.
a whole ass
Never
week
mind.
over some shit
Never
like
mind,
that.
purple flirp.
No!
Never mind. That was a joke.
No! Holy shit, no! I disavow.
James, he says, Becky wasn't so kind. She just acknowledged some kindness wasn't from Billy. Didn't send any love back to you guys. I just.
She did say have fun.
Yeah, she said have fun at Rewind.
I mean, that's nice, I guess.
I saw
That's
Becky.
nice-ish.
Becky was like, I'm gonna leave. I don't need this. And I just said, Becky, before you go, just send a little love to you. Have a good one, Beck. Kaylee Robinson, member for 1 month. RWOW.
We can talk in DMs, wink wink.
Purple Flurp. Here's what I'm gonna
Purple
do.
Flurp trying to get you hemmed up. He's trying to get
Here's
you
what I'm gonna
hemmed
do.
up.
I like chaos. DM me. Let's go.
Hugh Jazz said if they pay Pig now, the LCU social justice warriors will all come out.
Come out to play. The problem is
Social justice warriors.
the problem is I like the trouble. I like the drama.
And that's why they put you with me, Billy, because
I know. And I have to remember some people can't handle it, which is
y'all think my job is just sitting here with Billy for 2 hours? No. I have to rein this motherfucker in. You don't understand. It's every day I'm telling him, no, Billy, no.
Keemstar likes Rewind. So one thing that we saw on Queens tonight is that Tina has accidentally been taking male boner enhancement pills.
Yeah, she showed us last night on Rewind.
She's been having the urge to stand up to pee. She's been more aggressive. She's been having a lot of side effects. That was what Becky mentioned tonight. It's so funny. Potency wood, says Hugh Jazz. It's potency wood.
Okay, we got breaking news.
What we got?
Now, okay, hold on. Keem bitching 1. Okay, that way I know to save it for later. All right, so our number 1 hater in chief is bitching about us.
Why? What'd we do?
I know, right? Oh my God.
Guys, quick, send another hundo so we can restart the show and forget he's bitching.
Yeah, we need to rewind.
Jason 69, welcome to Cash Cow.
Because you know what? We're rewind, baby! Okay, here. Our number 1 hater in chief.
Looks like Rewind is back to not rewinding. Damn, I wish Queens was on.
Hey, guess what we didn't do? Wait, guess what we didn't do, Keem? We didn't bitch out the last hour of the 4 hours. And you know what? What we said in the title is what we did. Where were the performance reviews?
Ooh.
Is it going to be Keem scammed his audience again, part 2?
A lot of people might not know this. There was maybe performance reviews talked about on Lolcow Live. 4-hour stream talked about on Lolcow Live. I think Keemstar did a gracious thing and stepped out early and gave the Lolcow Live fans to Queens. Queens has been fighting hard enough. It's been a fun week with all the shows going against Queens. But I'm glad that Queens finally gets to go back to being unopposed. It's been hard on those Queens this entire time.
I do have some timestamps I want to go over with Live, though, about them talking to Roxy about what she did. So. But
yeah, were there report cards? That's what I want to know. Did we have report cards?
No, we didn't. And the name of it was Company Meeting 4-Hour Special. But yet it's only 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 20 seconds long. It seems like to me y'all were an hour, 3 minutes, and 40 seconds too short.
My cat wants Pumpkin to have some treats. My feline overlord demands I send this super chat.
Thank you to your cat, Lily Masai, and thank you to you too, as always. Much appreciated. Lily's cat is totally a fan of Pumpkin.
Hell yeah. Pumpkin's a diva. She deserves fans.
I mean, let's point out to what we haven't rewinded tonight. We haven't talked about the big L I took with Sweet Tea. We haven't. That was on Lolcow Live. We haven't talked about Roxy committing a crime and getting her stream shut down.
Well, we're getting ready to talk about the crime.
We haven't talked about Tina's potency boner.
We actually talked about that last night.
We've been talking about all this stuff. We also just been resetting the show and grifting donos.
We've been rewinding rewind.
Okay. I didn't know it was wrong. I was going to do it in my car. I had a bottle of water right here. And I was going to do it in my car. And then everybody wanted me to go to McDonald's first and then do it after. Yes, it was wrong. I didn't know it was wrong because I see girls take pictures all the time. But I did peek my head in the bathroom, make sure nobody was in there. And I was only at the sink. And then I left. But it's wrong. I know. I'm not making excuses.
Do you know why it's wrong?
Honestly, I don't know. Well, now that I heard it on the way home, yes, but I didn't know because I see it all the time on TikTok.
All right, can you watch a shared stream?
Absolutely.
You see that, right? This is Dr. Disrespect inside the E3 bathroom 5 years ago. He got canceled big time for this, lost all his sponsorships.
Yep, sure did.
Streamed inside the bathroom.
Oh, see, I didn't know it came. I promise you, I did not know. And I was there for like maybe 30 seconds to splash water on me and I left. But I did it. I'm not making excuses.
But on top of that, it's like a crime. Like, come on, dude.
I didn't know that.
You know, once again, you and Becky both say, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought I could live stream in a public bathroom. And it's like,
do we
just like where's the logic there? Where's the logic there? Like, what if there was people in there? Would you have still done it?
No, I peeked my head in there first.
Why would you peek your head in there first if you didn't know what was wrong? Because when she was sitting down at McDonald's and eating, when the TTS would go off, she would sit there and turn the camera around and you saw the people standing there and she was recording those people.
Yeah. You're allowed to record in a public place legally.
Right.
In a bathroom, you're not supposed to record in bathrooms, especially if you have a reason to believe that people are in there. But it's a little more. You could probably get away with it if nobody's in there legally. But it's against TOS, I believe, regardless on YouTube.
Right. Then Becky came in a few minutes later. All right.
Power Rich 1986 with a super chat says Lolcow Live cutting stream early is Lolcow Live not living. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh my God. Did Lolcow Live not live for the 4 hours that they said they would on their stream title? No, fuck that. No, fuck that, because that L you took was absolutely fucking retarded. And Keem going, oh, split sweet tea, I can understand where she's coming from, was also started.
Stop.
So, again, 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 20 seconds. You were an hour, 3 minutes, and 40 seconds short.
Xylee, it's not like we had Glammy on here to rewind the Gutsu Watsu situation.
Nobody cares about that situation. We didn't do that.
We're rewinding TikTok.
All right, so here comes Becky.
I get it.
I understand, but you're gonna just do all this in real life stuff, like,
Oh no.
yeah, you can't do that. Like, come on.
Oh, I have a question. I missed everything until Roxy popped up because I was making dinner, but isn't one of the benefits of us being part of the LCU that you should be able to give us information like this so we can go in prepared?
Yes, let me give it to you now. Let me give it to you now. Don't break laws. There it is.
There you go.
I will also give you.
You should have a basic.
I didn't know that was a law is not an excuse when the cops arrest you. I didn't know that was a law is never an excuse. Okay? Coming to Keemstar and saying, I didn't know that was a law is not a fault against Keemstar. You're lucky you have Keemstar to have your back when you break the law so he can help you get through it. You saying, well, I didn't know it was a law. You should have given me a pamphlet of what the law was is not a good argument. It's not a good argument. Keemstar's the guy that says, look, I'm going to be able to help you when you fuck up with the law if I feel like I can help you. That's what you have me for. So coming to Keemstar and saying, well, maybe you should have told me how to do my job better. You're a 1099. You're an independent contractor. You should know this shit when you come working for Keemstar.
Yep.
There's no pamphlet that says follow the fucking law, follow terms of service. As an independent contractor, you should know this shit. And putting that on Keemstar is wild deflection and lack of accountability.
Yep.
When you hire a private contractor to come do something at your house, do you have to provide them with the laws and codes, etc.? That was crazy. Zany face emoji.
You, Jess, you said it better than I did just a couple seconds later. Exactly. Exactly. Shit.
Okay, here we go.
I did not know that was a law because I don't generally think of filming women in bathrooms. So
I will also help you prepare for your streams. Read the YouTube terms of service.
do you know how long that is? It's like 50 pages of dense legal writing.
You're a Harvard graduate, bitch. Read it.
Here's the other thing. If you don't want to read the terms of service, don't do shit that you don't see other people doing every day on YouTube. Don't go outside of the box. Don't try and reinvent the wheel if you don't understand how powerful the wheel is. Because you start reinventing the wheel, before long, you learn how to make the atomic bomb. Okay? You can't be excused for blowing up Hiroshima by saying, I didn't know that the atomic bomb would blow up Hiroshima. That's not how this works.
Yep.
Don't do new shit if you don't know any better. Just do the same old shit if you want to have the same old excuses.
Yep.
Probably get through it. You can probably get through it in the 2 hours tomorrow that you're not streaming.
92 super chatted $20.
You're
Becky
missing my
did no
fucking
key.
point.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
told
trying
her,
to
and she
trying to make
encouraged
fun of
Roxy
you
to
because
keep
you're
on
an idiot.
anyway and argued with me about how she knew better. The BS
Okay,
that she
then
didn't know is a lie.
Boogie, that doesn't make sense.
It does.
Because
It
I'm
does.
sorry,
You
Boogie,
should
I'm just
know.
trying
It
to
should be
make it
pretty
better, and
basic
you're
to
trying to
not
make
break terms of
content,
service. It should be
Here
pretty
we go,
basic to
we're
not
off
break
the
terms of service. Pretty basic.
Can somebody else
Okay,
talk,
Boogie.
Boogie? Damn.
Boogie, like
Retro
you
super
literally
chatted
make everything
$20.
worse. Just shut
Boogie
up.
the felon telling others to follow laws.
There's
grin.
one more dono after
Yeah, how do you
this.
think I
Next
learned? How do you
is
think I
Fame
learned?
Super chatted $19.99. It's called public indecency.
But Becky, I'm shocked that you didn't know this.
Do you think I ever would have done that if I knew? I didn't. Girls go into bathrooms and do that shit all the time. We take
What about this dono from Freewoo who said you did know and he told you and you encouraged her to keep going anyway?
After he said it in the chat, I believe after it was already done because there's a delay and I don't know if the chat is trolling me regardless.
And once again, Becky thinking that she knows everything got her ass in trouble.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Jinx friend says, but what if reinventing the wheel creates time travel? And then what happens
good question.
What happens if time travel erases human existence as we know it? There's consequences to your actions. Blaming Keemstar for not making a pamphlet for time travel does not absolve you of creating time travel. Okay?
I agree.
Jamesy
Now,
says, I fear Roxy is a bad egg. A lot of issues seem to lead back to her, and I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. Well, I swear she didn't know.
Okay. So I wanted to play this part because I appreciate what Nightmare did.
Yeah.
I do. I appreciate Nightmare doing this.
Even if it's not against the law. It's just freaking weird too.
It is weird, yeah. Like, she probably didn't think anything of it, right? But you have to be a little more thoughtful. When you're out there in real life, you have to be a little more thoughtful. When you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with the public, you have to be a little more thoughtful. When you're out in public, you're now drawing attention to yourself. People who might be in your neighborhood, your area, they might come out and mess with you. You have to be a little more thoughtful for your safety, for the people around you's safety. You have to be a little more thoughtful. If you're someone,
and also, oh, go ahead.
If you're someone who consistently says things like, I didn't know, I swear, I didn't know, you might be setting yourself up for a lot worse than a Keemstar punishment by going out and IRLing like this. I'm just going to say that right now.
And like I've said in a previous rewind that was just like maybe 30 minutes ago or 40 minutes ago, previous rewind, what are you going to do when somebody stream snipes you and starts some shit with you in public? All it takes is one crazy ass person. What are you going to do when they recognize, hey, I recognize that Burger King. I know where that Target is. I know where that Walmart is. I know where that PetSmart is. What are you going to do then? That's the risk you're taking by doing IRL content. Especially when everyone knows where you're at.
Yeah.
And I would hate for something bad like that to happen. I don't want that to happen to Roxy at all. I'll cuss that bitch out all day, every day, but I would hate for something bad to happen like that. I really would.
Just a fact.
So, this is Nightmare. He hopped on because you were up on Dolls, and Nightmare hopped up there and had some things to say.
I don't know if my camera's working.
Your camera
is working. You're on.
Yeah.
They just want to say hello.
Oh, you got double doggies?
Double dog.
There's three of them. Also,
wait.
My chest stabbed today.
Oh my God. Okay, here he is. It's right here.
I'm fed up with all this censorship. Can't film people pooping. Can't Weinstein hosts. Can't extort autistic viewers. Can't defend holocausts. Can't join sussy Discord servers. How are we supposed to have a good time?
I'll tell you how to have a good time. Send us all your money. What was that?
Okay, that growl kind of like killed my ears just for...
I'm sorry.
It was a good one, though.
I'm sorry.
It was a good one.
It was a pig
right,
snort. I was being a pig by begging for money.
I got it. I got it. All right, this is where Nightmare says what he says. I'm sorry.
Time bomb.
Is it all right? I just want to ask a quick question to Sweet Tea, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Sweet Tea. I mean, this with all due respect, but did you pull this publicity stunt because you saw the not the attention, but the way the SSO was put into the public field due to the situation with our fuck up? Did you feel like, well, he got a lot of notoriety for it, has become like a host, so if I do it,
I had already
now get me in the field.
I was going to be a host before I even sent that to Billy.
It just sounds fishy. You know what I mean, dude? Like, it just...
No.
Like, me and Billy have had our differences, but I can't imagine he would try and prostitute someone on a fucking VC.
The timing is perfect, right?
The timing is impeccable.
And the funny part is, at the end of the call, I was pointing... At the end of the conversation, when she was in there, I was pointing out how... You know, I hope this doesn't sound like this is the SSO Michelangelo situation to anybody here. I'm like, this is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to literally hook up two people who might be interested in each other, who are looking to date, because I know he's looking for love, and she's been going around to these shows looking for love, right? Like, that's what I said at the end. So I might have put the idea in her head if that was the case. if that was the case. But I'm not saying that was the case because I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to continue giving her the benefit of the doubt because I messed up here. And I'm taking ownership of that.
No! I refuse to allow you to do that. No. Fuck that.
For my part in this, I'm taking ownership of that. She definitely implicated you, unjustly.
You know what? You're right. Take your part in it because you should have known that she was a retarded ass little bitch, that she wouldn't be able to understand a full functioning fucking conversation.
Yes.
That was your L. That was your L for even thinking that you could hold a conversation with that one-armed fucking bandit. You are correct.
Remember who told me that before you left the room when they were all in there? You told me this. You told me you're an idiot. You left the room.
You were a fucking idiot. I fucking knew some shit was gonna pop off. I'm telling you now, Sweet Tea, I better not see you in the rewind chat because you're not gonna be there for long. I will sit there all day, all night. Becky swears I'm in Discord all day. I will fucking sleep in that motherfucker to make sure to kick you out of it. You are not welcome in the rewind VC.
We have fun in the rewind VC. It's normally not as psychotic as this. This is what happens when Roxy and I get along. This is why I can't get along with Roxy. When we get along, we try and find King Cobra a girlfriend.
Y'all were dumb as fuck for that one, boy. But then she put my name in it. I had nothing to do with it at all. I got you, bitch.
Coachies 187 says, funny nerds clip today at 1:48:28 astronomers. I have no idea what that is. Huh.
I agree with Huge Ass. She's dangerous. She is dangerous.
Yeah.
She gonna pull some shit. I know she is.
She's already said, she says all these words that are like huge accusatory words. Mm-hmm. Docs, prostitution. I'm a Weinstein now. I'd like to say I'm a slightly more handsome Weinstein.
I would not want to put you in the Weinstein category at all, so I'm going to disavow that one.
He was a successful man.
He was also a serial R-worder-ist.
True. I don't want to be in that category.
Yeah. Jesus.
Do you think Purple Flurp? Purple Flurp says we can talk in DMs, wink, wink. You think Purple Flurp's going to hit up my DMs? Did I start trouble there too? Why do I insist on starting trouble, Xylee?
Close your fucking DMs. How many times do I have to fucking tell you that? Again, y'all don't understand the shit that I go through with Billy. Close your fucking DMs. Stop talking to people in the fucking DMs.
I think they are closed. I have to go into like spam folder to read DMs from people. I usually don't go in there. But if I see Purple Flurp
and can we not have Sweet Tea at events, please? I would really appreciate it.
Can we have unsweetened tea at events?
You know what I said today in Discord? I put it in big letters. If Sweet Tea goes to prom, I'm gonna hire literal IRL timestampers to timestamp everything and every move made at the fucking prom if she's there.
Darth Omega says she's gonna claim you murdered her innocence next. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. I'm a very big fan of Lolcow dolls now. Pupstar is slowly becoming the greatest host in the LCU. Like I called it yesterday, in 1 year's time, she's going to be the magnum opus. She's going to be battling Becky on the grandest stage of them. We need a Lolcow WrestleMania-like event. Fat Camp was only stage 1. Prom is going to be huge.
I'm down.
We are going to make the greatest trade deal in all of trade deals.
Oh, no.
This is going to be huge. You get a P-Pig, I get a BBC.
Please, no. Please, no. Don't use the word trade deal when talking about my buddy Buff. That's not okay. That makes me feel so fucked up, dude. That's next level. That's next levels of fuckery. This is definitely wrong, Purple Flurp. This is definitely wrong.
Purple Flurp, I feel like you're crossing a line. And it's a line that is going to implicate my friend in something that he was already implicated from a dumb bitch that just got a hosting job after telling Keemstar about I can give you a gummy. Okay? So let's not go down that road.
He's making it sound like this is the NBA of gay sex. And I'm just going to trade Dwayne Wade. He's going to get some of that Miami Heat. This is trouble. Cyrus the Virus 666 says, is it weird that a 60-year-old woman doesn't know not to live stream in a public bathroom? I mean, I think it's not that weird because an older woman's probably going to not think about live streaming rules. I don't know. It's dumb. People are dumb at every age. Jamesy says, Sweet Tea seemed to know all the accusations to throw, but not how to apply them to the situations or remember the parts where they may apply. Dude, is she really being fed all this information by somebody and just too stupid to play it out right?
Okay. I thought about that. And with the doxing situation, I kind of feel like she was. Okay? Because of the words that you could tell she was using words she's not using. Like the big word information. All right. That's a big word for her.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody like her would say just stuff. All right. So I feel like she was kind of led to that one, but bitch, it's on. I know what those words mean on internet terms, right? But with this one, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'm playing a game of cat and mouse. I feel like it's a game of Xylee. Will you be able to name everything she's already done?
It's a good time here in the LCU. People are actually invested in the smaller characters. That's how you know a soap opera is good, right?
Oh, yep.
You can have a main character in a soap opera that drives the series, but when people care about the smaller characters, that's when your telenovela is popping off. Damian Guyton says, you need a Lolcow Money in the Bank where the winner can steal a host spot on whatever show they want. Fuck, dude. That is smart.
Okay, I do have something to talk to Becky about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now, Becky, you admitted to being hard on Rewind lately. Okay? And in that, you said something about paving the way for the other shows. Now, when you talk about the other shows, you can maybe say that. But you can't say you paved the way for us because you're only 3 days older than us. We started 3 days after you. As you see here, this was the oldest one. Streamed live December 15th. And here's ours, December 18th. Look at Ken. I miss Ken. Here's ours, December 18th.
Well,
3 days does not mean pave the way.
That's a lot of pavement. That's 3 days.
Now, the other shows, sure. I mean, go ahead. Go off, sis. But not here. When you streamed your first live stream, we were waiting on the channel to get monetized and the check mark. That's what we were waiting on. Sorry about it.
Check mark, dog park, big bark.
Yep.
Bark. Quantum Chris says, nah, if she was being fed info literally like Pigtails was, it would be much more obvious. Sweet Tea doesn't have the ability to mask like that. Yeah, maybe not. You're right. Jinx Friend says, where do I apply to be one of Billy's E Street night workers? We're going to put you to work. The more I think about Purple Flurp's offer, the more I think I might be able to throw my morals out to sacrifice my friend Buff Weeb to the night.
Stop now. Stop
Why?
it.
It's
Stop it.
It's just
stop it.
It's just me coming to terms with a joke. Or is it?
I think you need to take that joke, ball it up in a little ball, and throw it in the trash.
Axel Young says, now Keem will make Sweet Tea the new Lolcow prom queen, and Xylee can present her crown. LOL. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
You ever seen that movie, Carrie?
Yeah. Xylee, don't carry.
Why? That would be funny as shit. That would be hilarious.
If you dump blood?
It wouldn't technically be blood. I wouldn't use real.
Prom's gonna be so much fun.
Wouldn't technically be blood. All right. So, CD-ROM has the hots for beans. And I'm loving it.
Yes. You're gonna hit play on that?
You were watching live.
What?
I was wondering if you're gonna hit play on that. I was waiting.
Oh, yeah.
The day you were watching live on Friday, yeah. Okay, so you know that Keemstar got on me about like asking Beans out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been pushing me to do that, to mess with her. I didn't want to. I will say that you were correct. Everybody else is correct. That Beans is really cool and she gets it.
Thank you, Heck.
There's the $50. Thank you, Heck. All right, I will do it.
Tell me when.
You should also know. I will tell you when I start. It's not going to be right this second. You should also know that I've asked Beans out on a date.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's agreed.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, there we go.
He asked Beans on a date and she said yes.
Yeah, that's the reaction I was expecting Glammy to have. I was expecting a little more than, oh, that's cool.
I know. I'm sitting here going, oh shit.
Let's play a little more of this because I got some commentary for the glamorous one.
All right.
It's out in the ether now.
So if go ahead.
I've just been figuring a bunch of things out. After I had time to analyze about what I was mad about, and when I told Keem, I needed to hear it from her. I needed to know that she was okay. I needed to know a number of things before I started getting out of my head and started doing some of the things that were fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I've been trying to get to this whole time is that I've been reflecting on it all, and I've had the change of heart in a number of ways. So I'm at the
Okay, do we have to keep playing this?
Okay, so
There's another timestamp in here.
yeah, there's a part where CD-ROM says, you know, maybe Keemstar could foot the bill for the date and we can make content out of it. And Glammy says, what? You're going Keemstar to pay for your date? And I'm like, he paid for your whole wedding.
Oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
Why are you calling him out?
Here. Yeah, Billy comments on stream. Glammy gets wedding and talks down on CD for measly date. True. That was way over here, but all right, 127. Glammy, come on now.
Chad, I have a really stupid idea. So I let 10 minutes go by. I jump back into Dallas completely uninvited. My exact words to Beans. I go, who by the way is laying into Sweet Tea, who's busy trying to have a conversation, laying into Sweet Tea. I go in unsolicited and I rattle the conversation again. I go, hey Beans, I don't think I can wait any longer. I just want to let you know that this lady's got me here, so I'm gonna start.
Your sound cut out. What did you say? Your sound cut out. Sorry.
I said I go in and I say, Beans, I need you to know that I can't. The Latina heat that you're giving off is making me sweat over here. So I said, I'm going to start making reservations for a date, and I'm going to start budgeting for public transit. And I said, get yourself ready because we're going to paint the town redder than the red number you were wearing a few days ago. And then I dipped. I didn't even let her say yes or no. I just left.
Oh my God.
I'm going to start budgeting for public transit.
Oh, when he said that, because listen, I was zoned into fucking tech talk with this shit, right? And when he said the public transit, I was like, oh, CD, my guy, what are you doing?
If he was setting up to say, I was budgeting for public transit, turns out I can afford pubic transit, that would be lit. That would be litty. But no.
Here it is. Here it is. Here's your Keen paying for it timestamp. Hold on. Right here. Oh, it was right there. Okay.
Honestly, I'm waiting for the news cycle to catch up with to see what if Keemstar wants or feels the need to do anything about this, because he's in this too. He's been pushing this, right? So he's got a part of this.
Well,
so
I mean, I'm assuming he's not going to be there with you. You're going to have to do the date on your own.
No. He's not going to be there, obviously.
He's going to be like texting him in the corner. Tell her that.
No, none of that. But if the boss, right? Follow me on this. If the boss, who has more money than he knows what to do with, wanted to say, maybe I could spare you a couple $100 so you kids could have a good time, and maybe I could set you up with a camera crew and we could record the whole thing for content.
A camera crew? What? Is a bunch of us going on the date with you? Because guess who the camera crew is? It's the other streamers.
Which I think, hear me out.
We can rewind the date as it's going. Oh my God. Bro.
Rewind will offer the camera crew for the date.
Hell yes. We can rewind the date.
We will offer to pay for one Olive Garden dinner. No dessert unless you guys give us canteen.
Absolutely.
We will pay for one. let's put the offer on the table. One Olive Garden dinner. If you guys give us a post-dinner kiss, you can have dessert.
Period.
But we're going to get this on camera.
Okay, wait. What kind of kiss are you talking about? A kiss
Lips,
on the cheek?
lips.
Lips?
No tongue needed. No tongue needed. Peck. Peck.
Mwah. Okay.
Peck.
And they get dessert.
And they get dessert with a peck. Okay?
Okay. I think that's fair.
Peck.
So we're paying for both their dinners.
Yes.
But they have to have a peck to get dessert. Because we need content if we're going to be,
And for the record, every $100 dono we receive, we will throw breadsticks at them. They're unlimited breadsticks.
Oh my God. Okay, Keen, we want to be the camera crew.
We're offering.
Be the camera crew.
We're offering.
We'll show how to do IRL streaming, goddammit.
We're offering.
We'll do it.
We got this.
I think this would be amazing.
Here's deal number 2.
Oh, okay.
4 Seasons Hotel, the hot tub suite. We will cover it all. TTS will be on throughout the entire night. As we know, you won't be married, so there will be no bubbins.
Nothing's going to happen anyway.
There will be no bubbins, but there will be some tubbins. And the tubbin TTS will go on. And at every goal level, we will add a different type of secret bubble to the tub. Does the bubble have hot sauce? Does the bubble have itching powder?
Ooh.
We don't know. That's what the levels are about.
We do shaving cream. Oh my God.
But we will pay for the 4 seasons. Olive Garden and 4 seasons as paid for by Rewind, who will be filming the date. That's our offer here at Rewind.
Hell yeah. I'm down. We'll be the camera crew. Let us do it. How's the chat liking it? I'm not looking at chat.
Chat says we're disgusting for taking advantage of 2 obvious sick individuals.
We're doing it right then. Let's go! Yes. bro, I'm down. I think that would be amazing. What? I'm down. Hold on. I think there was another timestamp in there. Hold on.
I have another offer.
Oh, okay. Wait. Now you do know there was things that he was talking about. Hold on. Wait for this. Wait till you hear this though. I want you to hear this first because this might adjust some of the offers. All right.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, go.
Good morning, Beans. How's my most beautiful date in the LCU doing today? I'm super excited for our date, and I'm already working on the itinerary. I wanted to run the rough draft by you, so tell me how this sounds. First things first, smash room. I need to make sure you're okay, so I don't know how much leftover aggression you have, but we need to get that out of you. Let's go have a good time breaking. Secondly, go-karting. Let's go go-karting and run a few laps around each other, because we're going to be doing that for the rest of our relationship. Third, dinner. Italian, Mexican, Korean barbecue. I'm having trouble deciding. What do you like the most? Fourth, probably rounding out with a night of awesome karaoke where I can wrap it up by pulling you on stage and being like, hey, everyone, this is my date. Okay, bye.
Okay, no karaoke because copyright. All right? So we don't want karaoke, no copyrighted music. However, I personally would appreciate it if we went to the Rage Room.
The Rage Room would be really fun, okay?
Exactly.
But
Content,
I have a
as
better
they say.
idea. I have a better idea.
Okay.
We tell them it's a Rage Room, but really we break them into a store, like an antique store. They don't know.
No.
And they just beat up an antique store, and we film it.
Everything with you has to do with breaking the law.
They think it's a Rage Room, and then they get in trouble for committing a serious crime of breaking and entering.
Content.
Right?
That would be content, actually. Throw some GoPros on their foreheads and
Right?
shit while they're doing it. That would be content, not gonna lie.
Wouldn't that be so good? Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Holy shit, dude. We're so good at this.
We are, 100%. I'm down.
And also, if you choose us, CD, I'll start giving you actual Riz lines that work. Your Riz is funny for comedic purposes, okay? But I'll give you surefire lines that won't just win over her heart, but it will win over her mind. Because I am a master manipulator.
Huge ass says, he goes, afterwards you show them the you break it, you buy it sign. True. I think that would be perfect. We're too good at this, bro.
Rewind date night is lit. We're really good at this.
I mean, think about it. Wouldn't anybody would want to have a date with someone else and have us host it for them?
Beans says, do you think I don't watch this show? Beans. We did think you don't watch this show.
Call in, bitch.
Hop up here right now.
Hop up here, bitch. Hop up here.
Call into Ricka Rewind, Beans.
Yeah. Can't believe Beans in the chat. Huh. You think I don't watch this show? Bitch, I ain't scared of you. Listen, Beans, we'll pay for Olive Garden.
Yeah, we gonna pay for Olive Garden.
And it's just a peck. You get dessert.
Yeah.
We're paying for it.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, we were not even gonna use a real antique room. We were gonna fucking behind a camera room and make it look like a real antique room and have you guys destroy it so the audience thinks it's real.
I mean,
but it was gonna be completely scripted.
Yeah.
Shit. Wax on
this
wax.
Said, I still want Olive Garden though.
We have created a serious hater in our chat named Wax on Wax who wants me gone.
Thank you for being in here and helping in the algorithm, typing in the chat. Thank you, fan. Love you.
I love all my fans, and Wax on Wax was once a fan of mine. I'm gonna leave for him. I'm gonna leave.
No.
I'm gonna leave.
You can't.
I'm gonna
You're
leave
running
Lolcow
the OBS.
Rewind.
No, you're not.
I'm not just leaving tonight. I'm leaving forever. This will be This will be
No,
the
you're
last chapter I ever write, your ass bastard.
No, you're not. If anything, I'll get rid of them first.
Wait, no. Wax says they love me. I read it wrong. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'm back, baby.
Wait, did they say? Oh, Hugh. Okay, well, we love Hugh.
Yeah. If you guys want to fight in chat, that's okay. I thought I was the bad
y'all
guy.
can fight each other. I almost lost my co-host because he read it wrong.
You guys gotta be careful what you do in the chat. The egotistical me thinks all the chats are directed at me.
Please do me a favor. Will you please catch up with super chats because I'm getting bugged to death about you catching up with super chats.
Axel
Beans,
Young
get in here.
says now Keem will make Sweet Tea the new Lolcow prom queen, and Xylee can present her crown. LOL. Cyrus the Virus 666 says I strongly support the carry moment, Xylee. Bean says welcome to Band World. Did I miss something else?
I don't know. I keep getting told that you need to read the super chat.
From a name in specific?
No, it was I don't know. I can't find it now because the chat moved.
Is it Purple Flurp?
No, it wasn't Purple Flurp, I promise. Beans, welcome to Band World.
Beans, that beautiful bean footage. Welcome to Band World, Beans. OG Salt Lake says Billy's just a sensitive boy. I am. People don't know this, but underneath all this massive, morbid, obese fat is a sensitive boy. But yeah, the long story short, Xylee gets real.
Billy, you're only 3 away and 18 seconds left.
What? Oh shit, we're about to get
You're not going to hit the goal.
We're
You're
about
not
to
going to hit
get
the goal.
by. We're about to skirt by. Hugh Jackson's goal almost there. Oh,
Goal almost there.
oh no. Oh no. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. We fucked up, side. Come on, no, Hugh Jackson. Oh no. No, Hugh Jackson, it's too late. Don't do it. We missed the goal. Oh no. Xylee, Hugh Jass came in just after the goal with the 14th one. Hugh Jass, a few seconds counts.
A few seconds counts.
Hugh Jass coming in after the goal is over. I am going. Tina says she's feeling a little better. Love you, Tina D. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I hope those dick pills are wearing off.
Good, Tina. I hope your eyes are better too. She got like bleach in her eyes because she was, I think, water cleaning or whatever, and pressure washing, and it got in her eyes.
Sticky says there's a delay that counts. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say we're gonna make it count. We're gonna make it count, Sticky.
Oh, you're gonna get the makeover?
Yeah.
When are you gonna do it?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I was gonna do it tomorrow. Probably gonna do it on stream.
You gonna show them bitches how to stunt, aren't you?
I'm gonna do it live on stream while we rewind. Cause I don't know how to do it otherwise. I'm gonna get some mascara, guy liner, lipstick. I'm gonna rewind and put that shit on because I don't know what else to do. And then I guess I'm gonna let people tell me what to do via donos because I don't know what else to fucking do. Sonny says, "Don't scam us, Billy. Look, I'm trying to scam you. I started out today begging you for griftids."
Hello, we rewind. We even got yelled at by Keemstar for y'all. Okay.
Had to. Today was a very special day. It's Hemi's birthday. You know that?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Hemi.
Happy birthday, Hemi. He probably ain't watching this. He's probably drunk, deep in some cake or something. Something good.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, Hemi. If you're watching this back, if you're kicking it. I already said something in the chats, but he's a good dude. He's been a Lolcow Live supporter for how long?
I think he wasn't he like the first one or first crown or first pay pig, something like that.
I think so, dude. Those OG crowns paved the way. That's who paved the way, Becky. People who were longtime supporters of Lolcow Live. They
there you
paved
go,
the
right
way.
there.
They
sure
paved the way
did.
so you could have a gig, so that we could have a gig.
Yep.
That's
100%. We wouldn't have any of this without the supporters.
It's
For real.
Boogie, it's Keem, it's everybody who kept going and pushing when everybody else didn't believe. Beans, you're live on Lolcow
Okay,
Rewind.
Beans, listen, Beans, listen, Linda. We can do this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Olive Garden. Listen, go to Olive Garden, right? All you have to do is get a peck. No tongue, just a peck, and you get dessert. We're paying for it.
We'll pay for dessert. I think you two will have to share the dessert, though.
No, buy them a dessert each. Come
They
on,
don't
we're not
each
gonna be
need.
fucking
They're
cheap.
big desserts at Olive Garden.
She's not even 100 pounds. She needs a whole ass.
She
dessert
doesn't
for
want a whole
herself.
dessert.
Maybe the unlimited breadsticks is enough.
Oh no, we're
No.
throwing those at you.
The
for every
dessert is
$100 donut.
incentive for a kiss, and on the lips for the because we're gonna film it, right? We're filming it.
Isn't a kiss dessert enough?
Well, there you go.
Oh damn, bitch. Okay.
Dessert pays for itself. Scott Dude 814 says this is a future punishment when she fucks up. You should make Sweet Tea a part of your docket team and make her get you Sweet Tea. As funny as that would be, Scott, I think she's gonna keep her distance from Xylee.
She is not welcome here. She's not welcome when we're live. She's not welcome. Rewind VC. Period.
But yeah, and then so after that, the Four Seasons Hotel, where we will get the hot tub room, where you and your boy CD-ROM will spend the majority of the night in the hot tub answering questions from the chat. The rewind.
He's a
chat.
virgin, Beans. Nothing's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
you know,
you're
and we're
safe.
gonna be there. So
Purple
nothing's gonna
Flurp!
happen.
No, we're getting canceled.
Oh shit! God damn it, Billy! No!
Purple Flare
Beans
Brown
doesn't
here.
want dessert because she is already a snack.
Beans is a snack. Purple Flare Brown here. We swig for pigs. We don't sell buff weed for pigs. God damn it. I was swigging for a pig. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to try and convince Buff Weeb. And I told you I don't think he would, okay?
We have it documented that you said you don't think he would.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
This is for matchmaking, and sometimes the matchmaking doesn't work.
But I'll do my best to try and convince Buff Weeb that he should swiggity swooty give up that booty. Which, by the way, Beans, speaking of swiggity swooty, at this Four Seasons, the hot tub, because you're not going to be using the bed, CD-ROM is a man of faith, and he saved himself from marriage. In the hot
he'll sleep
tub,
on the couch. And we're going to be there anyway.
in the hot tub, you guys will just hang out. As we take donos, we're going to add different mystery bubble baths at different goals to the bathtub. Some of the bubble baths might be good. Some of the bubble baths might be bad. We don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be a cool rewind thing. All right? And then, you're welcome, Purple Flurp. Please don't call me Billy the Pimp. This is not helping me at all.
No, it's not at all.
That's our brand new pay pig, Purple Flurp. I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Oh shit!
And you know what I get to say? Told you so.
This is happening a lot lately. Beans, what I'm doing here right now, might as well just add insult to injury. I've been taking L's all day long. The rage room that we're going to put you in, it's actually an antique store that we've broken into. We're going to have you beat the shit out of priceless antiques on stream.
Oh, I've heard.
I've
heard. Let me turn this light off. It's like blasting me in the face.
Do you consent to Rewind filming your date with CD-ROM?
And we're paying for it.
Yeah, we're gonna cover all these expenses that we've laid out, including the dessert.
No fucking ZD.
Oh, it's Olive Garden. Do you want ZD? If you want ZD, you don't like the Olive. You don't. You're pushing me, but we can find a city that has Buca di Beppo, and I'm pretty sure they got ZD at Buca di Beppo. I could be wrong.
Yeah. if you guys are gonna pay for the date, I guess. I wouldn't mind. It'll be like a group date.
Rewinds, beans, and CD-ROM. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an admission of guilt or a commitment. We actually might not break into a antique store and beat it up. This might have just been a joke. You don't know. All of this is probably a joke. Just saying this right now. But Bean's consent to do this with us does say she's having fun.
So now we got to convince CD.
He'll do anything for his girl. He's a good man.
Exactly.
And when I say his
now
girl,
we got to convince CD.
When I say his girl, he needs to know Beans is not yet his girl.
Are you using sweet tea quotation marks, or do you actually mean the quotation marks?
Oh, shit.
What do you mean?
She doesn't know what quotation marks mean.
I'm putting quotations around his girl.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Oh, so you are his girl.
No!
Oh.
Beans, you're not CD-ROM's girl. You said you go on a date with him, right? Are you his girl?
Okay, he already said you said yes, so I'm trying to get the confirmation. Did you say yes to a date?
I wouldn't mind going on a date.
Yes, it's a
because I
date.
would like to get to know CD more.
Yes.
You know?
Okay, yes.
Co-host.
Exactly.
It's a date.
And wouldn't it be a good, safe option? Okay, because this is over the internet, all right? And things are dangerous. Wouldn't it be a good, safe option to have me and Billy right there?
Yeah, the Rewind chaperones, by the way, was like the biggest selling point of this. Beans committing a crime in an antique store, getting breadsticks thrown at her, and sitting in a hot tub full of yuck. This was all gross, but like the actual truth is, having me and Xylee there to chaperone is the reason enough to take this deal.
We should start a service, a chaperone service.
I think we just did.
I think we're that fucking good, bro.
Beans, I would be horrible at my job if I didn't bring up a point. Yesterday, I was in the
Going out on a limb here, but the most romantic first date is usually arson. B&E is about building a future.
Break and entering is about building a future. You can't break and enter a building without breaking and entering a relationship. Beans,
it's relationship building.
Yesterday, when Lolcow Live was going down, I jumped into the Dolls server because you were watching. I could see you were watching. I checked in on you. I could see how heart-wrenching that was for you, and I was feeling it too. I was feeling it at the time. It sucked for everybody involved. I just want to say I hope bigger and better things for Grim, and I hope bigger and better things for everybody after this, because I know that wasn't easy on you. Everything going on, it's not easy on him. Everything that went down, all bad, and sucks.
I think the hardest part is that there was a lot of people in main chat saying that I was celebrating what was happening to him.
Exactly.
When that was not the case. You even went in there and saw that I was about to bawl my eyes out over what's been happening.
Yeah.
Because like I said since the beginning, whenever I mentioned the breakup, is that I do wish him the best. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. But your actions do have consequences, and you shouldn't have doubled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were watching a something be destroyed that you cared for, and it was something that you've been watching be destroyed for a while in some way, and this was a cap on that. So people who said that you were celebrating, I just wanted to point out that I saw for myself that was the opposite, and none of us were celebrating that. That sucked. That sucked. And Grim,
we were streaming it in the Dolls VC, and it felt kind of like a live beheading. That's what it felt like.
Oof.
It was like a if you want to use that word, it was very much a court case. It came down to two men being tried for their actions, and one man was gone, and one man was almost pardoned. And I think hopefully in the future, Nightmare goes on to do great things here. And by great things, I mean great things, because that's what this is all for. We're all here to do greatness. We're all here to entertain. We're all here to be a positive influence on our audiences. And that was just... It was not good. I just want to bring that up because I know I saw the people saying that you were celebrating, and with my own eyes, that was not the case. And I don't think that you should get that sort of flack.
Not at all.
I know
And
you
the
weren't
thing that
happy about it.
surprised me, no, the thing that surprised me the most is the reaction that we got on Dolls. The lack of reaction, actually. We only had one super chat that asked me about the situation, and it wasn't anything bad. The person was just asking, like, hey, are you okay? We know what happened to Grim yesterday. And I'm thankful that the audience has... They're not rough. They truly care about me, which I'm very appreciative of. They truly care about Dolls. And if people were truly horrible, I thought that TTS would have been blowing up with people asking about it, or even judging me for being with somebody like him for 7 years. And people don't understand how somebody is behind closed doors, and people don't understand that people deal with grief in many ways. And what I was watching yesterday, it did seem like the same pattern whenever he is upset, but it also seemed like he gave up. He was getting hate from all sides. It was a rough week for Test. They weren't making the right moves, and then finally he was having to be persecuted in front of everybody. And instead of defending himself, or instead of actually just saying sorry, he decided to double down because he just gave up. He said, what's the point?
You know, there's your mic keeps cutting in and out, kind of like low and high. I think you're probably fine now, so I'd leave it at that. Some people are saying they can barely hear you. Tool Vicarious says I can barely hear her. I think you're good now, though. There was a super chat Grim sent last night during Test. Steak was on, kind of grilling Nightmare about everything. Grim said, kick Steak. Let Nightmare figure this shit out. He's the one who's going to have to deal with this after I cut off the anchor. I was the anchor. You wouldn't understand, Steak. I took L's left and right, but you'll never see me bend over for a joke. And if that was Grim's viewpoint on everything, I think he probably was tired of taking L's left and right, you know? That was a pretty big dono from Grim last night, $50 to say that. So he's making a bunch of jokes. He's like sent a $5 joke to be like, I think Billy should be Nightmare's co-host. He was making jokes, you know? He was trying to make light of everything. He was offering support to Nightmare through everything when Nightmare was kind of talking to the Test audience and talking through everything. And Grim was kind of there through donations since he was fired. He was giving what he could. But that 50 stood out as, you know, Grim saying, I cut the anchor off. I'm done taking L's left and right. I was the anchor of the show. Nightmare's on his own now. So whatever that means, I'm going to take that as Grim's final words on this. And Grim left because he's just tired of holding down the fort, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is that right after what happened on live, he decided to go into main chat, and everybody that was criticizing him, he decided to respond to every single one. And even in some of them, he decided to triple down on what he was saying.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to make it public, but I did have to go into Crown Chat and try to get a mod to at least give him an hour of time out for his mental health, because I felt like he was just going down that hole of being, I don't want to say obsessive, but everybody was pinging him in main chat. He was responding to every single one, and I care about him enough to pull him away from that. I asked him if he wanted me to go over to his house, and he said that he didn't want to pressure me to do anything. He said that he just needed some time alone, and I wanted to respect him enough to also give him that. So in general, I hope that this is just a learning experience. I hope that he can move forward. And even though it feels like everything sucks right now, it's only temporary and things are going to get better eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think the idea of Test running every night, running all weekend long, him having like Test, it's not like a secret. Test was on at that time slot because he is committed to a whole other career. He's got side hustles he does. He's a busy guy. To do all that and have like your beliefs that, you know, your word is right above Keemstar, above all else, to have these high morals that you stick by, something's probably going to give. And I think at this point he's like, no, I don't care. And it's like, okay, this is goodbye then. And I just wanted you to, I wanted to bring that up for the fact that I did see so many people acting like you were celebrating. And I know that's not the case. I saw both of you throughout this trying to be like considerate of each other to extents, you know, like there was definitely some push and shove at times, but it was never a kill shot from either of you. It was just a little normal speaking out and saying things here and there, I think, especially when it's in the public eye like it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Tool Vicarious is grim as a bum. I have no sympathy for him. You shouldn't give sympathy to anybody unless you feel like it's deserved. Nobody needs sympathy, honestly. Sympathy is earned. He'll find it where he deserves it. And he's young. He's got a whole life ahead of him. Quantum Chris couldn't be enough of a man to break things off with a long-standing partner properly, and even less of a man to be humbled and accept fault. Too bad he literally fulfilled his grim grave, but at least he knew that it was time for it to end.
That was his path he chose.
Yeah.
He chose that path.
At some point, somebody's got to make that call. They could have gone on forever and not being happy. It's like, it's just life. It's just life. Now Beans gets to, you know, marry CD-ROM and have little floppy disks running around the house.
We're not paying for the wedding.
Oh yeah, that's not, unless you want cheeseburgers. You want a glammy wedding?
Let's do it.
You guys want to get married in an arcade bar? I could rent out an arcade bar. We could have fried chicken on the menu. If you guys like fried chicken, we could get a bunch of buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken and an arcade bar. This is my final offer for the wedding.
That would be a very interactive wedding. A fun wedding is a good wedding, you know, because weddings seem so boring. You have to sit there throughout the entire ceremony. Like it's cute, it's very lovey, but you're just sitting there. You're getting like, oh my gosh, the only fun part is the ceremony and maybe like eating cake. Yeah, but having like an arcade wedding, that would be cool,
right? We got options. Let's see what else. Kane Norris, welcome to Ban World. 2 months deep now. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna bring in Michelangelo because he's got a big night ahead of him. This man.
I do want to say one thing. I didn't get a clip from last night because Nightmare I didn't want to play that clip from Nightmare last night because I felt for him. I really did. And for those people who were like, well, why don't they just go on with the show with Michelangelo? The dude literally lost his co-host, who he was very close with, hours before. If you thought for 1 second that he was going to be able to run a regular fucking show, you get up here and do that shit after something like that. That was a retarded take. I'm sorry. He literally just lost his. give him at least one night to talk about it.
Michelangelo, are you prepared for tonight into the short bus?
You know that's right.
Steak, how you doing?
What's up, Steak?
Oh my God, I had tech issues. I screwed some things up. Me and Twiggy both did a stream at the same time.
You know, we have an entire tech show here if you have tech issues.
Yeah, those are the people that I probably need to talk to. My YouTube studio updated and reset my stuff. We just wanted to let you guys know that for the redirect, it's the one with the Uncle Sam in the thing. I didn't want to interrupt your show, but Twiggy's stuff isn't ready, and I just wanted to hop in and let you guys know.
Uncle Sam for the redirect.
With the American flag in the background?
Yeah, there was 2 of them with an American flag. One of them has an Uncle Sam in the middle in between Twiggy and I, and that's the correct one.
That's the correct one? Okay. Let me go get that now. I'll get it right now.
I'm sorry for interrupting you guys.
No, you're fine.
All right, Steak, thank you. We're going to get that Uncle Sam redirect. You have a good one. Lolcow Aussie's coming up very soon. The Steak will be on Lolcow Aussie. And then after Lolcow Aussie, we're going to have Michelangelo on the short bus.
Short bus.
Beans, are you going to hang out with us for the rest of the show? We only got a few minutes left. Please stick around.
Please stick around.
Please stick around.
Okay.
It's only a couple minutes. Now, Michelangelo.
Pick out my dress for the date.
Nope. Stop it. Michelangelo, what do you got? What do you got planned for the short bus? Any secrets you can tell us, or is it all tight-lipped until you go live tonight?
No. I think I think One Buff Weeb wants to come on. He's gonna. I guess they're mending the fridges between Nerds and Test.
Okay.
And also donos tonight for Pokegaga's suggestion. I'm gonna be doing a $10 baby battles, and Nightmare's gonna be doing a Zay compliment for $20 with also like stretching to like hurt his new tattoo on his chest that he just got.
Well, that's gonna be wild.
Why would you do that?
I gotta say something, SSO Michelangelo. I gotta say something, SSO Michelangelo. You're driving the short bus tonight.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. But the reason I hopped on here is because this morning I caught up on Rewind because I woke up like at the last hour, and because I saw the part where Billy said that I cried like a bitch, and I saw that part this morning when I came home from getting groceries, and I was in my car and I started crying.
Oh, great. Now I made the autistic kid cry too. Fuck. Everybody's going to cancel me. Fuck.
No. This is a good thing, Billy. And I don't know, after I sat in my car for a while because I didn't want to just get out right when I was crying. I went in my apartment and it was still like more of it, and I was still like so proud of like Billy for being like my hero, and I didn't think that that was a weak thing at all for you. I think that it was really beautiful, as Ken would say.
Hey, that's why I got there, because it would have sucked if you just would have got shuffled loose, and now you get to be on the short bus, get to have some fun out of this. Things are going to be good. We're having a good time tonight, and I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm be tuning in, so it's going to be really good. We're going to have some fun now.
Why are you cutting onions? Stop it! Stop it! You're not cooking.
We're going to have some fun, Michelangelo, and I think this is going to be a healing moment for everybody. And I hope that this is a healing moment for literally everybody. I've seen a lot of people reach out to me that said, thank you for doing what I did. And I told them I couldn't see myself doing it any other way. I'm just glad that I could be there to help you, you know. I feel like a lot of people were telling you that you weren't valid, you know, and fuck that. You are.
Yeah. I was just really, really sad that like the way you worded it, it's like I think like you gave yourself the worst case scenario, and it's like, oh, what if I didn't do that for him? Like
Rastov would have got you. you might have got you too, right? Maybe you would have came into school on Tuesday. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, yeah, like I'm not saying you were helpless. I'm just saying in that moment it was a bunch of people telling you that you were wrong, right? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's true. And maybe you were wrong, right? But I wanted to let you come to that terms too. I didn't want you just to be told you were wrong. So I wanted you to have an advocate. That's all. That's all. I appreciate you supporting us. You got the Rewind hat. You got the Lolcow live jacket. You got all your other cool shit behind you. You got the Buckies. You got the wrestling stuff. I know you wear your shit proudly. And for me to be a part of all that shit, I'm proud of that too, brother. So thank you. We're going to wrap this up. We're overtime. We got to send everybody over to Lolcow Aussie. Xylee Beans, anything you guys want to say?
Do you want to read those donations real quick? There was like two.
Oh, shit. Frank Moves Japan says, you guys cover Keem and his comment about Pearl Harbor? He flips out for days when Becky says something about vets, but he just respects people who died at Pearl Harbor. Why is it okay Keem does it? Well, he can't keep getting away with it. Phantom Voices, even though he hasn't handled the situation well, hopefully Grim pulls himself out of his funk. He's in and learns from all this. I think he's going to be just fine. He's a smart young man. I think the future is bright for everybody who made it to the LCU, whether they leave here or not. You know, every young person that leaves the LCU's got a whole life ahead of them. Ladies and gentlemen, you've watched Lolcow Rewind. We're going to send you over to Lolcow Aussie. Be safe, be kind, rewind. Have a good night.